Welcome to ESPN College Football, presented by Geico. Here on Rocky Top, they've never played a regular season SEC game this late in the calendar, but it's 2020, and it is Tennessee against number 5, Texas A&M. There goes the Swiss Army knife, Anaya Smith in motion. Mond looking his way. Instead, a long throw to the sideline, and that is perfect to Hezekiah Jones. That's a gain of 14 more and another Texas A&M first down.
Kellen Mond
gets outside with a stiff arm in the red zone and more. That's good for another Texas A&M first down. It looks like he got it right down to the line to gain at the 16. 8th play of the drive. Another throw for Mond. There's a wheel route to Spiller. That's a first down inside the 5-yard line. Down to the 4. It is first and goal. It's Weidermeyer in motion. Mond. He might take it himself. He'll try to get to the goal line, and he'll break the plane. Texas A&M with the response, and Kellen Mond's got a touchdown.
If Mond got in, look at the toughness, the physicality. He fights for that end zone and stretches it across the plane.
As a graduate, fulfilling that promise, just a great story. Bailey on 3rd down. Pumps once. That ball comes out sideways, and it is scooped up, it looks like, by Darnell Wright, the right tackle. Will they rule that a fumble, or was that an incomplete pass? I think to win today for Texas A&M, and you need to look good doing it. 3rd down and 6. Here comes a blitz. Mond swings to a wide-open Spiller. A blown coverage for the Vols, and the composure of Kellen Mond eventually recognized it, and Isaiah Spiller has a big first down game.
That's exactly right. Watch the pressure come off the edge. What I like is he doesn't blink. He doesn't blink. He holds it long as he possibly can. There's nobody there with Isaiah Spiller. They're in man-to-man coverage, and he just...
Here comes the blitz. It gets picked up. Mond throws very close to the end zone to Weidermeyer. He's out of bounds. It's first and goal inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. Spiller at the goal line, reaches the ball out, and he's in for the A&M touchdown. And Texas A&M takes the lead.
4 carries from 3 yards out for the Aggie touchdown.
Bailey off play action. Gets hit, and the ball pops out. That's ruled a fumble. There's a scramble for it, and it looks like it's Aggies football. It is. Andre White gets the recovery. DeMarvin Leal all over Harrison Bailey, and it's a takeaway for the Aggies.
DeMarvin Leal, one of the more talented defensive linemen in all the SEC. His play is really starting to skyrocket. Watch him right here off the edge. He's just going to work here and continue to get going. Works down as he sees the puller comes across, gets outside of him, works through him, and a big hit on Harrison Bailey as he tries to get rid of the football. And that's one thing is you've watched Harrison Bailey on tape rally up and tackle and get off the field.
Short-range field goal, Seth Small, and he puts it through. So Texas A&M gets 3, but that's a win for the Tennessee defense against.
He's shown some bright spots here late in the season.
Play action, well protected. Shroud's going to take a deep shot for the goal line, looking for the same target in Cedric Tillman. Does he have it? There's a flag down as well. It's a touchdown for Tennessee. What a catch by Cedric Tillman. Lays out and finds pay dirt.
The play calling for Jim Chaney is so different when Harrison Bailey's in the
drive alive, so that's a huge penalty.
Costly.
Mond, deep shot down the sideline, he drops it in. Hezekiah Jones holds on, gets blown up by McCullough, and still it is a completion to the 28-yard line.
Cover 2 and a bullet pass. Fits it in just before the safety come over the top. McCullough with a big...
The Aggies with a timeout. Mond. Touchdown. Wide open Anaya Smith. He didn't miss him that time. There is a flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 97. That 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. Result of the play is a touchdown.
So this time Kellen Mond finds Anaya Smith for a score.
We talked about his route running ability. Watch this option route as he shakes like he's going to work inside. Stops on a dime, works out, and completely shakes off the corner. Warren Burrell wide
24-13, Jimbo Fisher's team in a must-win spot. They lead 3rd down and 16. They set up the screen, but that was diagnosed immediately by that A&M defensive front. Ty Chandler made the catch. He had nowhere to go.
there in College Station.
3rd down and 2. Here comes a blitz. Mond bullets one over the middle to Chase Lane, who gets free. Lane with a stiff arm. Thrown down all the way inside the 40 at the Tennessee 36.
You called it out. It was a blitz. How about the protection, the pocket? We talk so much about this offensive line. Look at the poise. Look at this right here. He's got all day to survey the field, locate Chase Lane over the middle, and then Chase Lane refusing to go down. Quality yards after the catch, but it all starts with the protection after the Tennessee blitz, allowing Kellen Mond to stand tall in that pocket.
Anaya Smith at the bottom of your screen in the right slot. Mond bullets one to the end zone, and it's intercepted, picked off by Flowers. Down the sideliner, check that, picked off by Taylor. And Taylor is able to get to midfield after hurdling a man. And not only does Tennessee get the red zone stop, they get a takeaway, and they are in business out near midfield. Jumping in the neutral zone was Tyree Johnson. He got away with it, and Shroud bullets one over the middle, bobbled ball. It's incomplete. It was in the hands of Josh Palmer, and he couldn't hold on. That looked like a terrific throw from J.T. Shroud.
It was on the move. He steps up as the pass rush gets around him, locates Palmer, and the sure-handed senior receiver. False start just a couple of plays before, and he's got to catch that right at the sticks. A big first down. He can't bring it in.
Could happen between now and when those final rankings are revealed. Spiller on a cutback after the injury timeout. He's got 9 more yards.
It's kind of aligning, setting up perfectly for these Aggies.
Kellen Mond off play action. Floats one up the seam. Weidermeyer. It's a 50-50 ball. And as usual, Jalen Weidermeyer wins the battle all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Well, this is the matchup they want to get. Weidermeyer on a linebacker, Quavarius Couch. And this is a mismatch. Crouch gets beat by the head fake inside. Weidermeyer goes up. Really.
Play action for Kellen Mond again. In the right flat. He's got Ryan Rennick. Rennick fights for extra real estate.
There shouldn't be a bias, but I think in some ways there definitely is.
Here's Anaya Smith inside the 5, down close to the goal line. It is 1st and goal inside the 1.
Selfless to help this offense.
He'll block for Anaya Smith, and Anaya Smith will score again. Touchdown A&M, and they extend their lead. Bailey extending the play, trying to get away, and he cannot. Now he will be thrown down by Bobby Brown.
Bailey there just holding on to the football too long, plagued him early on the game, but to answer your question.
As Harrison Bailey drops the throw, and again sees the rush coming and tries to take off, picks up a yard on 3rd down and long, so it will be 4th down.
I thought he handled all that with class and dignity.
There's Anaya Smith using speed, breaking tackles, slides down inbounds. As we check in with Quinn.
It's how you play.
North Carolina's probably the next best team behind the top 2, and there's not a lot there. What a move by Anaya Smith with the stiff arm. Anaya Smith down inside the 10-yard line before he's run out. 1st and goal at the 9.
It's a nice hole off the left side and an outstanding piece of running. As you see, get behind 65, Dan Moore gets a kick-out block, and Anaya Smith in the open field is dangerous.
44 minutes time of possession. 44-14. And after the timeout, rather than try and tack on the touchdown and go for those style points, he's going to send Seth Small out for a chip shot field goal and make it 34-13 with 1:16 to go. Shroud rolls to the sideline. He'll heave one into the end zone. And it looks like that will be intercepted by Brian George.
Little vengeance there for Brian George. Remember, as the game started today, this is the guy who had to start in place of Miles Jones, who wasn't available. And especially in the first half, they went at Brian George and went at Brian George, and they're able to get the better of him. And I would say a bit of vindication here late in this ball game.
Streak as the number 5 team in the college football playoff rankings. Will they still be number 5 when the final rankings come out tomorrow? Who knows? But it's a 34-13 win in the season finale for Texas A&M.
We still have a lot of football left to be played, as we've talked about. That's going to probably ultimately determine how true of an opportunity Texas A&M has to get into that top 4. But they did their job here today, Bob. They did what they needed to do. A decisive victory in dominant fashion. And I said from the very beginning of this game, they need to put an exclamation point on this season and show this committee who and what Texas A&M football is. And by my estimation, they've done that here today.
Yeah, we started the day saying that they needed to win today and look good doing it. I think Jimbo Fisher's team won today and looked pretty good doing it. So they will end the season at 8-1, having won 7 games in a row. Let's head down to Quinn.
Coach, what was most responsible for today's win?
All season, the off season, the things we did when everybody else was going crazy. I mean, all the skeptics, our guys stayed together, played hard, and our toughness and competitiveness.
Why do you think Texas A&M is deserving of a top 4 playoff finish?
Let me tell you why. We play in the best league in ball. We got beat by the #1 team in the country, who also had another superstar on the team when they played us named Waddle. People ain't even playing with him now. No team in SEC history has never lost not one game and been in it. The other leagues, I love them all. If we can't play in this league and be in the playoff, something's wrong.
Ohio State is leading 16-10 in the 4th quarter.
Listen,
you're going to be watching the scoreboard tonight, Coach?
I'm sure we will. But everybody, listen, the people on the committees will do their job, but this team is very deserving. I'm going to tell you that.
You passed the eye test today if you really know football.
You do.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you.
He's been holding that in for a while, Bob.
No question. Yeah, we spoke with Jimbo yesterday. We asked him similar questions ahead of this game. Now the floodgates are open. Now he obviously feels he is deserving, and this team is deserving, to say exactly what he just said. They made their case, and we will see how the rest of the day plays out and how the committee votes on it tomorrow. So for Dusty Dvorak and Quinn Kesnick, Rogers Redding as well, I'm Bob Wischusen saying so long from Knoxville, where A&M wins going away. Matt Barry and company standing by.